I think we can all agree that pain sucks unless it has a purpose. If you're in business, it's super important to be able to define your season. In 2020, I decided to train for a marathon, and I had done a half marathon probably about 6 or 7 years prior to that, but I had never run a full 26.2 miles, and it was a completely different ballgame. And so in order to prepare myself, I read a book on marathon training, and I downloaded an app to help me keep track of my progress. But then I decided for some odd reason I was going to throw everything I learned out the window and just way overextend myself. I was running as hard as I could every single training day. I wasn't properly fueling my body. I'd stopped cross-training to maintain my strength, even though I needed to be able to do that to increase my mileage. And for a while, everything was fine. I was training super hard. I was hitting personal records for my 5K, 10K distances, and I was feeling really good. But as I began to taper down, I started to feel the weight of all of those extra miles. And it was an 18-mile day. I was supposed to be running a much slower pace than I decided to. And about 8 miles into that 18-mile run, I injured my knee. And at that point, it hurt to do anything beyond just a walking pace. And if you're a rational human, you would think to yourself, man, this is the perfect time to pause. This is the perfect time to reflect on your ultimate goal and to rest. But for some reason, I just felt like I had to complete that race. And so instead of resting at that point, I made myself walk for the next 3 hours so I could check that 18-mile run off of my schedule. The one smart thing I did when I got that injury was I decided to go to a physical therapist to rehab that knee. And they gave me a plan to finish my training. And this plan completely dismantled all of those bad rhythms that I had established. This new plan, it was requiring me to do these rudimentary exercises that were going to build that strength back up in my body. It required me to ice my knee on a daily basis and do some dry needling to heal that injury. And most importantly, it required me to recognize my limitations and practice rest. In your business, you need to figure out what mode that you're in, whether that's training mode, maintenance mode, race mode, or rest mode, because each of those seasons is going to require something a little bit different of you and of your business. So for today's creative brief, I want you to do this. I want you to define what season that you're in. And then I want you to figure out what 3 objectives that you need to stick to in order to stay on track for that season. Once you've figured out those 3 objectives, reach out to a friend, a mentor, or a trusted accountability partner. Share that season with them, share those 3 objectives with them, and ask them to help you keep on track with your goals for this season. We wish you the best.